Arg from the Anywhere's Essex, hello.
Hello, mate, how are you?
I'm very good, thanks. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm really well, thank you.
Now, I mean, you're a star from the Anywhere's Essex, and you've done incredibly well, so how did you cope with, like, being a big TV star? How did you adapt to that? Because it must be quite surreal.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was pretty crazy. Obviously, like, a year ago, sort of, no one really knew who I was. I was sort of out in Spain looking for singing bookings and trying to sort of find my way in life, and, I was sort of struggling at the time. And all of a sudden, you come onto this big show, it sort of takes off the way that we could have expected it to have done. And now, I'm singing in big theatres across the country, and doing different things like that. And it's just been such a change. It's sort of been crazy, obviously, from going for, being someone that no one knows, obviously, to be sort of recognised wherever you go. And, from going to singing at New Bar, on a Friday night, to singing in all these massive sort of theatres and corporate events all up and down the country has just been phenomenal.
Mark, in the show, you have such a strong friendship, and sometimes, he's quite honest with you, and how do you find that kind of friendship?
No, I mean, obviously, me and Mark, I some people say, like, oh, he gives Arj a hard time, but it's really not like that at all. I mean, obviously, we've got a thing that we call it banter, and we're constantly winding each other up, sort of taking the mick out of each other, and, doing pranks and stuff like that, and it's just something that we've always done. It's when you've got such a close friendship like that, there's only a certain amount of people that can do them sort of things, and you don't take offence to it.
And also, the show's coming back. The Anywhere's Essex. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. The show's coming back. I believe it's going to be aired sort of the very end of September. We haven't started filming yet because obviously the show's as soon as we film, like 2 days later, that episode comes out. It's very up to the minute. Which is obviously, which is why the show works so well. So, it's just going to be exciting. I think the third series is going to be bigger and better than the previous ones.
And people, you must get asked this all the time, but is it 100% real, the Anywhere's Essex? Because it's not like... Yeah,
the Anywhere's Essex is 100% real. Obviously, it's a question I get asked quite a lot. It's everyone's real life, boyfriends, girlfriends, family. There's pictures that I could send to you that me and Lydia have been together like 4 years ago, pictures of us together when we first met, so, it's 100% real.
And how are things with you and Lydia? Are you both well?
Yeah, me and Lydia, we're sort of happier than ever. Obviously, I know the last time you probably saw us on screen, we broke up at the end of Series 2, but since then, we got back together over the summer, and, we haven't looked back. We addressed some of the issues that we needed to, and now we're sort of happier than ever.
Well, I mean, you can see that you're both, a strong couple, and you're always going to get issues, and the TV probably brings that out even more, so it's good that you're back together. Another question we have for you, Arj, is what do you think about Amy Childs leaving the show? Do you think that's going to have a negative effect on the ratings?
No, it's not going to have an effect on the ratings whatsoever. Obviously, due to the fact that we've won a BAFTA, and how big the show's been so far, I think the ratings are going to go up, if anything. Obviously, good luck to Amy. She's gone on Big Brother, and I'm sure she'll do well.
And like you said, it's a BAFTA award-winning show. So, how did you feel when the Anywhere's Essex won that BAFTA?
It was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, we was just shocked at the fact that we was even invited to attend the evening, to be there in the same building as some of the actors and actresses there, and for us to be nominated, let alone win, was just phenomenal. And then when they read out our names as the winners, obviously, as you can see the footage, we sort of all jumped up with joy. We drank a lot of champagne that night. We danced the night away, and it was a night we'll never forget.
And in Series 2, you had people kind of like Joey Essex, and you had the new people introduced. Are you allowed to say are they going to be returning for Series 3?
Sorry?
Can you tell us if people like Joey Essex and the people from Series 2 are going to be returning in Series 3?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, obviously, it's always good to have sort of new faces, joining the show. It freshens it up, new storylines and stuff like that. Joey was a big success, but the main cast, like of myself and Mark, we're still coming back, and we're looking forward for it.
Well, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. And do you have any personal projects you would like to tell us about?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, and I'm still busy with my singing. I'm regularly performing, sort of up and down the country. So I'm just enjoying that, really. Obviously, there was talks of me bringing out my own sort of music, which would be pretty cool. I'm getting into all different types of things. So I'm just really enjoying everything and making the most of it all while it lasts, really.
Well, we'll definitely play some of your tracks on air if you record some material.
Really appreciate it. I'd love that. I'll make sure you're the first to get it when it comes when it's ready.
Brilliant, thank you. Thank you very much for joining us, Arch. It's been a pleasure having you on the show, and like you said, we'll play your music. It'll be great to hear it, and wish you success with Series 3.
Anytime. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Bye.